everyone, thanks for tuning to Sims Workshop. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. So today we're going to be reviewing Queen's Catacombs by Jordan Bartlett. I just have to say I absolutely love this book. I think one of the greatest things about this book is it started as a Jack and the Beanstalk retelling, and Jack is Jax, Jacqueline, but she goes by Jax. She is kind of like an inspiring, if you read book one, she's like an aspiring inventor. She's very creative, and so she sneaks to the upper lands where the giants are, not really giants. She just sneaks up after, quick recap. Queen is assassinated book one, so she enters the Queen's contest so that she can give her people of, the lower realm more of a voice. So she sneaks up, enters the competition, and wins. Only she discovers not everything is as she thought. So now she's like fighting snakes all around her. The council themselves, they are awful. They are awful women. I hate all of them. They suck. And they're supposed to suck. But now you have Jack, she's queen, right? And she has this wonderful budding romance with the former queen's son, who they used to exchange letters. She used to float balloons up to him. He used to send a boat down to her. It was so cute, their romance. But now you're seeing a lot of their own trials and tribulations. In this realm, in this story, there's a whole lot of role reversal, Women, just think Barbie, for instance. The book came out before that movie, but think about Barbie. That's how this world kind of works. Women hold all the power and positions. They're the council members. They're the knights. They are the noble. They are the heads of the household. So I really do like that interesting role reversal. There's even an argument in the book, I remember noting it down, where the men are saying, how can you pass laws on us, on our autonomy? And I'm like, well, I was like, that is definitely a note of discussion. It's really interesting to see the role reversal come to life in this book. You're seeing how women hold all the power, but how power influences, and how women, I think in society, women are still kind of struggling to lift each other up instead of tearing each other down. You see it, I just saw this interview, just quick anecdote, this interview with Pink, and this is probably an old interview. They asked her how she felt about Madonna's face, and then she shuts them down. She's like, seriously? You're asking me about Madonna's face? And that's just kind of like reflects in the story. Society is, it's like they're trying to pit women against one another, and we kind of have to start ignoring all that noise so that we can lift each other up. And that's what happens in the book. A lot of the women in power are trying to tear each other down. But then you have the good, the ones that are lifting each other up, like Jax and her friends, her new little inner circle that she has formed. They're all lifting each other up. They are standing by each other. They are forming relationships. And yes, there is a beautiful LGBTQ relationship that does build in this book as well. It's really wonderful to see that role reversal come to life, and to see how the women in power, with all the power, is affecting this country or this realm. I really did like it. It's, it's a lot, it leaves a lot of room for discussion. This is definitely a book that I would suggest to a book club, that you can sit around and you can take it apart and you could literally analyze certain segments of like female relationships and power struggle and equality. There's so many there are so many talking points, about this book, and not just for women, but for men as well, because one of the POVs is, and I didn't write his name down, I remember writing like, you are Knuff, because I read it after the Barbie movie came out, even though I got the book before the Barbie movie came out, and I'm just like, oh my god, you're Knuff, you're Knuff. I'm just like, there's a whole lot of good talking points with the book when it comes to sexism and feminism and bad feminism. Because yes, there is such a thing as bad feminism. I say that as a feminist. It's just, again, tearing each other down versus lifting each other up and just being overly critical of people's life choices. Like, that's not, I'm sorry, but that's bad feminism to me. Like, when you tear people down because they don't fit your idea of feminism, like, that's not feminism to me. So I like a lot of these talking points that are brought up in the book, you know, with feminism, bad feminism, sexism, equality, power struggle, you know, classism. There are so many talking points with this book, and you're following such a wonderful character. I mean, Jax, she is struggling so hard to be queen, not just because she's inadequate. I mean, she's brilliant. She has a brilliant mind, but again, she's fighting snakes all around her. She's really trying so hard to just, with her mom missing and her mentor missing, you know, not just missing, held captive. They've been kidnapped by this awful council who are basically like, oh, well, you need to do this for us before we'll even give you your letter to your mother. And then they're awful. They manipulate her, and she knows they're manipulating, but again, she's so concerned with the well-being of her mom and her mentor that she's just, like, stuck. And again, these are women who are just like, well, you don't fit our ideal of what it means to be queen, so we're just going to keep tearing you down. Oh, they're awful. They are awful. But Jax, you know, she rises to the occasion, and there's a whole lot of subterfuge in this story. There's a great pacing. I mean, the way the story developed was so well thought out that I need book 3 in my hands now. I need it, because I need to see how this story's going to end, especially after that jaw-dropping ending. I was like, oh, like, she gets rid of the council, but more evil women come into play, and it's just like, damn, this girl cannot catch a break. It's such an excellent story. It's such a great book if you wanted to use it for a book club, because there are so many good talking points, and it's fast-paced, it's engaging, and it's a riveting retelling on Jack and the Beanstalk. Like, it's a retelling I've never heard of before, and the way it's done. So, excellent book. I'm going to go ahead and give it 4 out of 5 stars. If you want to purchase it or check it out yourself, I will, of course, include links in the description. And on that note, thanks again for tuning in to Sin's Workshop. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with all your book loving friends. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and as always, happy reading.